Hey everybody, we're going to talk today about how to replace the wicks in the Zippo lighter styles. What we're talking about in the more known as the EVERSTRYKE PERMA-MATCHes. This is our brand, the Strike Survival EVERSTRYKE PERMA-MATCH, and our competitors EVERSTRYKE PERMA-MATCH. So when you pull the rod out, you'll notice there's a wick at the end of this. Well, what happens when this burns out? Well, this rod will actually come apart. It's going to take some force, but generally what you want to do is you want to take your cloth and you're going to hold it on one end. Everybody says needle nose pliers. I prefer regular pliers. You get more of a grip, it's more of a cover. So we're going to go ahead and take this off and we're going to pull. It's going to take some force, and see how that came off? We're going to take it and set the cloth to the side. It's a hollow shaft. It's a hollow steel shaft. Then you have your striking nib. It's a stainless steel striking nib. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's ridges on this. The reason for the ridges is, one, it will make a bigger spark when you strike it, or it'll get that flame better because of that spark just on the wick. If you wanted to get a flame better, we recommend you file that edge down just a little to get the ridges out, and it will actually produce a more smooth and fluid strike. And it does help a little bit. This is the wick. About 2-inch wick. It's a Zippo lighter wick. This is going to get short once you burn it so many times. So basically, you've already taken it out. There's your 3 pieces. That's all it is to that actual product. So how do you put it back in? You're going to take it, you're going to have it folded just like that. You're going to go to put it back in the wheel well. And you want to turn. And it's going to naturally go back into the well itself. Right into that striking well. And you're going to keep going and going and going until you get the desired length of the wick. Now you're going to take that striking nib and you're going to put it back into the well housing. So see how the wick is actually shorter than the nib? You actually want a little bit of length to it. So what I recommend is you want a little bit past where that striking nib is. So when you push it down, it'll be almost flush. So you're going to line it up, you're going to take it, and I'm going to use just the back of the little pad. And all we're going to do is we're going to push it down like so until we get to where we want it. And it's going to take, like I said, some force to actually get it down. Sometimes you want to take the back of your pliers or whatever, and I'll tap. And it's going to help get it back in there. But you want to make sure that you have a hard surface. That way this surface will work well. Guide it back in. So we're going to guide ours back in. We're going to straighten it out a little bit just to make sure it's going to go in straight. You kind of have to play with it. It's not exact science. We've been doing this for years, and you can never seem to replicate one each and every time as perfect. So depends on how far you want your striking rod. There you go. There's your striking rod. There's your wick. You got more wick now. As long as you got lighter fluid in, you're going to put it back in. You're going to shake it up a little bit. And you're going to take it back out, do a test run, cover your thumb over the hole, get a good grip on it, and you're going to strike it a few times. And there you go. Good as new. Blow it out, reinsert it back in the hole. That's basically how you change them out. Now, for our competitors, we want to do the exact same things. We're going to take the striking rod out. We're going to grab with the cloth on the other end, and we're going to pull this out. Same pair of pliers, same cloth, same everything. We're going to pull it out, see? Now the cap just came off. That's because it's pieced together glued aluminum. It's not a steel rod like ours. Ours is reinforced. It's top of the line product, but yet we sell them almost at the same competitive prices as everybody else. You're going to pay a little bit more, but you're getting a better quality product through and through. Now, here's the other thing I'll show you after looking at them. Mentioned the plastic before, how it's a regular plastic. It's not a high-grade Glock polymer. The metal is not heat sealed together. Here's the other thing. We're going to intentionally show you what happens when you stress these. You notice the one I just changed on our strike survival EVERSTRYKE match, it bent. And then I can bend it back and maneuver it into position where you want it. Watch what happens when I put a little force on these. Right there. Snapped right off. So just trying to replace our competitor's brand that's supposed to be just the same. The end cap came off and it snapped. It's because the striking nib is not steel or metal. It's a brittle type of metal. It's not. When you look at it, it's actually almost like an old iron type metal. It's very, very brittle. You put any stress on it, it can't bend, it just snaps. And that's why ours is way better. So now you have how to actually change out the rod, how you replace the wick. Thank you for watching. Make sure you see us on our website at www.strikesurvival.com, and we'll see you next time.